Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the PSP Network, jumping into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Find them online at VIOC.com with locations in Minot and Bismarck. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to, once again, the PSP Network. We are live in Garrison, North Dakota, home of the Garrison Troopers, as we have some boys basketball matchup featuring the visitors on the scoreboard, the Westhope Newburg Sioux, coming in at 15-2, and number 3 team in the state, taking on once again the home team on the scoreboard, the Garrison Troopers. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Caden Sheen. Alongside me is my good old buddy Anthony Vetter, and we are excited for some hoops here on a frigid 4-degree night in central North Dakota.
Well, it feels like a heat wave compared to the rest of the week when it was -20, -30 all week. So we're excited to be up here in Garrison, getting to do a call here as we get to see the defending state champs in Westhope, who's again put on a great year again, 15-2, and Garrison, the home team, 13-5, like you said earlier, and they're a good team in their home gym. Final game of the season. Excited to see what's going to happen between two good teams.
Westhope comes in, head coached by Anthony Lee. As we mentioned, once again, they are 15-2, currently the number 3 team in the state, but they're going to be shorthanded tonight, as we got news on our way up here that Walker Broughton would be out. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough matchup for the Sioux, as they're going to have to find scoring elsewhere.
Yeah, we know Walker Broughton is he's a 2-time first state in a lot of sports, in football and in basketball. He's an NDSU commit for football. 26 points per night. that's a big loss to see. He battled an ankle injury, I guess, a couple nights ago against Glenburn. And last game of the season, you know, it's like, well, you got to kind of get ready and hope that you're at your healthiest for tournament time starting here next week.
As for the Troopers on their senior night, they are head coached by Justin Folk, 13-5 on the season. We did have the opportunity to see them play earlier on in the season when we traveled up alongside them to Hazen, where they got a big-time win, 79-55, and that was a fun game to watch, fun game to call. Our first game on the PSP network, actually. But, I mean, they're a team led by Little Hale Perkins, good shooter. Got to have all those guys keep playing their roles and keep doing what they need to be doing to keep this momentum rolling as they're on a 4-game win streak before they head into tournament time.
Yeah, Garrison's a great team. Obviously 13-5. Last year they were 20-4. So, I mean, they've had some really good seasons the last couple years with head coach Justin Folk. And, you know, coming into this game, a 4-game win streak, you got a lot of good talent across the roster. And when you're hosting the number 3 team in the state, and you got the pep band playing and you're getting the energy up here in the gym, it's a fun atmosphere to be in, and we're excited to see what's going to happen here tonight.
We'll take a break on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Once again, Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Find them online at VIOC.com.
Why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Welcome back to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here on the PSP network, where once again we do have the Sioux on the road taking on the Troopers here in frigid Garrison, North Dakota, on just your typical February evening in North Dakota. So jumping in to our second break here on the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, we'll go ahead and take a look at the most recent top 10 poll. Anthony, anything sticking out for you?
Wilton Wing has been there all year, number 1. They haven't moved, haven't lost. You know, North Border has climbed every week, and you know they're 16-0 as well. Westhope back at number 3 in the state. You know, Bishop Ryan 4 after they suffered a tough loss up in Westhope. I believe that was last week or 2 weeks ago now. Ari Deemer's in there, Hankinson, Midway, Minto, New Rockford, Cheyenne, Oaks, and Velvet 10 with a couple good teams also receiving votes there at the bottom of the screen, as you see.
But as we get down to the end of the season, rankings don't matter. It's who shows up to play at tournament time, which will jump in for District 6. We'll take a look at their standings. As you see, Ari Deemer's up on top at 1, Westhope 2, Bishop Bryan 3, and we were talking about it on the way up here, exactly what the layout was for District 6.
Yeah, and when you look at District 6, I mean, you got 5 teams. Towner is the 6th team that's above 500 in that district. And you got 4 teams, that are ranked in the top 10 in the last poll here going into tournament time. So District 6 tournament is going to be very exciting to see who can come out of that and get the top ranking going into regionals.
With those standings already out, like we did mention, this is a non-district game. So the district tournament for District 6 is set. As you can see, we got the play-in round there on Saturday, February 22nd. Then the quarterfinals will jump in. Set next Friday already. February has flown by. Next Friday, February 28th, we will have the District 6 tournament. And for the home team Troopers, taking a look at their current district standings.
Yeah, again, another very great district here in the western side of the state of North Dakota. Wilton Wing, number 1 in the state. Garrison at 2 in their district, 13-5 record. Central McLean, also a great team, and Washburn, White Shield. So again, you got 5 teams over 500 in the district. And the District 8 tournament, which is up here in Garrison, is going to be a great tournament. Excited again to see who can come out on top, as it's anybody's year when it comes into tournament time, and you got to be playing your best basketball.
Speaking of that District 8 tournament, that also gets underway next Friday, February 28th. It'll go into March 3rd and March 4th. And it's going to be an exciting time, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're going to be up here to get to call a couple of those games. So, I mean, we're excited to see what's going to take place over the next couple of weeks across the whole state with all district tournaments and tournament time starting.
Taking a look at what's on the PSP schedule for the remainder of the week. As always, busy schedule. I was informed by TD not to talk about every game, so I'm not going to be doing that here tonight.
Besides a great game on Friday night with Minot High traveling down, taking on Bismarck Century in boys and girls basketball. That's always a good rivalry in Class AA hoops.
We'll step aside here on the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Once again, find them online at VIOC.com. Stay in your car drive-through lane. We know you're busy when you visit our service center. We don't waste our time or yours. Our technicians can typically perform a full oil change service in about 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change with locations in Minot and Bismarck. Find us online at VIOC.com.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
For people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Welcome back into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here in Garrison High School in Garrison, North Dakota, where once again we do have the number 3 team in the state of Class B, the Westhope Newburg Sioux, taking on the home team on the scoreboard, the Garrison Troopers. We'll go ahead and jump right into our player profile for tonight's matchup. One player profile will be brought to you by Swenson RV and Marine. Swenson RV and Marine is your official tracker marine dealer with a full-time tracker and nitro fishing boats, along with Sun Tracker and Regency pontoons. They also have a full line of tracker off-road, Yeti houses, and mini campers at their locations in Minot and Bismarck. Shop online at swensonrv.com. Go ahead and jump into our player to watch for Westhope. We'll go ahead and take a look at Braden Bailey. This is one kid that ever since last year, once time started getting difficult, more and more difficult throughout the season, especially into tournament time, he took a big step forward.
Yeah, he was the tournament MVP in the tournament last year, as we watched on TV and stuff. He's a great player for Westhope. Second leading scorer. He averages close to 20 points a game. And you see there at the bottom, averaging 14 points per game or more all 4 seasons at Westhope Newburg. So he's been a great piece for the success of the Sioux, and it's exciting to get to see him tonight as his sidekick is out tonight. So we want to see Braden Bailey step up along with the rest of his teammates tonight.
Definitely going to be their go-to guy tonight, coming in, like you said, 19.3 points per game. So he's definitely going to be asked to take on more of a scoring load here tonight. Jumping over to the Troopers for our player profile. That will be Brody Seidler.
Yep, Brody Seidler, 6'2 junior, or 6 foot junior, sorry. 6 points a game, you know, he's kind of right there with their second, third option on this team, but obviously everybody kind of keys on Little Hill Perkins, so tonight we're looking for Seidler to play very good basketball tonight. We would like to see him get up and down the court, control what they can control against a very good Westhope Newburg team.
Should be a fun one here tonight. Got the live pep band going. Crowd starting to pile in. Should be a fun one. As we step aside on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, we'll be back after these quick messages.
Take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
See? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
As we return to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, we'll go ahead and take a look at the PSP postseason promo. These are the only ways to watch the exclusive broadcast home for these 10 tournaments. So make sure you take advantage, especially before Sunday, before that premier pass for the 10 tournaments disappears.
Yep, just got to go online to www.psp.network. Get that pass. You got 10 tournaments coming up here. We got WDA hockey going on currently right now, and we got girls regionals, girls districts is starting here, and so along with all the boys and the WDA basketball tournament here in Western North Dakota also. So a lot of stuff to get to see here coming forward on the PSP Plus.
On the bright side, too, only missed one day of it thus far. Actually, there's still games going on right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
So, I mean,
correct.
Get it now. Don't miss a single game, and make sure you be able to support those athletes. We'll go ahead and jump into our Northern Plains keys of the game for tonight. There's no choice to steal. There's no other choice to steal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today at 222-2155 to make sure your furnace is performing at the top of its game. New installation, upgrades, and all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at 222-2155. So we'll go ahead and take a look at our Northern Plains keys to the game, or as I like to call them, Vets keys to the game.
Yeah, for Westhope, we got Broughton obviously injured tonight, so it's next man up, right? You know, you run about 6 guys, 7 guys this year, and you're down one of the best players in the state of North Dakota. So we got to see not only Braden Bailey step up, but Tallstead and Will Arts, Dayton Hawkins, Lesman. I mean, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be playing some good minutes tonight, and some people that haven't played as many minutes this year. So it's the next man up for Westhope tonight, as Garrison's going to be ready to rock and roll. And for Garrison, we went with push the pace, right? Westhope's down a guy tonight. They're down, again, one of the better players in the state of North Dakota. Garrison needs to get up and down tonight, try to push it, which Westhope loves to play, but when you're not at full strength, it can get a little weird sometimes. So we'd love to see Garrison, who's a great basketball team, get up and down tonight, see some of their athletes play out in space, make some transition shots, and this is going to be a fun one tonight, I have a feeling. With a good crowd on hand, it's exciting to be here.
Yeah, and like you said, with Westhope being down that guy, Garrison, they go 2 to 3 deep. So they have that extra, they use that extra depth. They use that extra size that they have. And Westhope's not a very big team, but they're gritty, okay? Garrison has to get out, get in transition, push the pace, tire them out, get them tired by the third quarter. Make Coach Lee go to his bench and put in some of these guys that haven't been able to get as much minutes throughout the year.
I agree with you. It's going to be exciting. We're going to see what happens here on senior night. As you see over there, the seniors got roses for the parents, and always a fun night and kind of a sad night too when it's senior night in your own gym, right? It's the end of the season coming up here, going into tournament time, but excited for all these great athletes here that we get to see tonight.
And while it is sad, but at the same time, it's now's the time you really have to turn up. If you want to keep playing basketball, if you want to keep your school's name across your chest, you got to start winning games right now, and no better way to start than the final game of the regular season. As we jump out of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, once again, Valvoline Instant Oil Change with locations in Bismarck and Minot. You can find them online at VIOC.com.
Archery or basketball for many years, and it is an honor to have them here with us tonight.
Wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Had your back, or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
So we welcome you back into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show, as it is senior night, like we did mention. So all the players and stats getting recognized. So we'll go ahead and dive, like TD said, dive into our team sheet a little bit, talking about both teams. Like we mentioned, Westhope Newburg Sioux coming off that state championship last year. This is a team that the last couple of years has consistently improved, and ultimately just last year was able to reach that top spot.
Yeah, and I'm extremely happy for Westhope Newburg last year and what they did, you know, winning the state tournament there. I mean, what a great thing for your community. I mean, Westhope's one of the smallest communities in the state of North Dakota and a co-op school, and it was so fun to get to see them win the state tournament last year. You know, it's just one of those things where we played Westhope in high school every year. They were in our region, and it was always a game that, you know, sadly put, I mean, we played Westhope, and, you know, they didn't have quite all the pieces like they have today. And, you know, it's just great to see a community come together and have some great athletes, and Westhope's been fun to watch, and so goes to Garrison. I mean, you look over at Garrison here on senior night, they got quite a few seniors on this team, and last year they had some seniors. So for Garrison to be able to reload year in and year out here with Justin Folk doing a great job. 13-5 again this year. We talked about it earlier today. Garrison for the last 3-4 years has had great records, and they haven't been to the state tournament in 31 years.
Some good quick math by you right there.
So, I mean, it's one of those things we would love to see them make it, right? You get the playback games this year, you get the challenge games. You got to do good in your district tournament, make it to regionals, and then have a shot at challenging one of those District 6 teams that you might be playing, which who knows what that might be. It could be a Bishop Ryan, could be a Westhope, RE Deemers, Mohall, Velva. We don't know who will get out of that district, but it's exciting to see what's going to happen here going forward. And, you know, both teams are great. It's awesome to be here and see Anthony Lee, Justin Folk again, both in their 9th year. Just, it's fun to end the season here in Garrison for senior night. It's good to be here.
As the PA announcer getting ready to send us into our starting lineups here tonight for the Westhope Newburg Sioux.
He was getting fired up there.
He was getting fired up.
I love it.
I was trying to listen to what he was changing it to. Looked like the Westhope players kind of started walking out. I thought he was going to introduce some of them.
Yeah.
For other reasons besides just the starting lineups.
This is going to be sweet, though. We got the pep band getting ready here to do a little introduction for senior night. So this will be a great intro here coming up.
As as we are going to jump right into starting lineup, or the national anthem. That's what all the confusion was about.
It was.
So we'll send it down there for tonight's national anthem.
If everyone would please rise, remove your hats and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem by the Garrison High School Band under the direction of Miss Katie George.
Very good by the Garrison Pep Band. Were you ever in Pep Band?
You know, in middle school I was, but when I came over to Bishop Bryan, I was not in Pep Band. I was in choir for 4 years, if that counts as any musical talent. I was in the choir for Bishop Bryan, so.
Honestly, we never got into it. As soon as I was done, I was done. So we're jumping into tonight's starting lineups. First for the Sioux, they're led off by the 6'1 senior Will Arts, followed with the 5'6 senior Braden Bailey. Following him, getting the start in place for the injured Walker Broughton is going to be number 5, Trayton Lessman, the 5'7 senior. Number 11, Dayton Hawkins, the 5'8 senior. And the big man in the middle that we mentioned is going to have to take on a little more of a role himself, the 6'3 junior Hunter Tolstead. And for the Troopers, this PA announcer's getting hype, and I love it right now. Starting Finn Smedstead, number 3, the 5'6 senior, going first for the Troopers. Number 4, Gavin Kahlberg, the 6'2 senior. Trey Eigelhart, the 6'2 senior, very good at football, recently committed for football as well, I saw the other day. Cooper Colby, the 6'1 senior, wearing number 25, and rounding out the starting 5 for the Garrison Troopers is going to be the 6'4 senior, Little Hale Perkins.
This guy's getting me fired up.
Honestly, though, I couldn't even talk.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't even know.
To talk.
I'm looking over here at my mic, and it's just like going off the charts, and I'm like, is that my mic picking up this guy? But I guess he's just so fired up. We got a great crowd here on hand. I mean,
how do you not build off that energy?
Yeah. For senior night, you're ready to rock and roll, man.
I only hope we can match it as we step away from our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Once again, find them online at VIOC.com. So we're jumping into the live main cam. As you see on the bottom of the scoreboard, our scoreboard is brought to you by BNC National Bank. Find us online at bnc.bank. As the Troopers control the tip, Little Hale Perkins with the ball up top, and he's defended by Lessman. Lessman's going to get the tough task of chasing Little Hale Perkins across the court here tonight. It's a good steal by Hawkins. As the Sioux are looking to push it.
I believe Hawkins had a brother last year. He was a great hooper as well, so good to see the younger brother get some time here this year as well.
Hard up to Hale Perkins as Little Hale Perkins gets on the board for 2 and starts our scoring tonight. The Sioux come right back down the court as Dayton Hawkins puts 2 on the board for the first time.
Westhope loves to play fast, though. We know that coming into this game. We've watched them enough. You know, they love to play quick, but that's what we want Garrison to do tonight as well, is play fast. You know, down that man with Broughton, you got to play quick.
Little Hale Perkins lost the handle on that, kicks it back out. Zeigelhart looking to drive on Hawkins. Absorbs the contact, won't go. Ball's on the ground. We're going to have our first jump ball of the game. Possession arrow belongs to the Sioux.
You know, this game could kind of get into a little bit kind of like a football atmosphere a little bit. You know, Westhope's a great football school. Garrison co-ops with Velva. They got one of the state championships up on the wall. They won another one this year. So, I mean, physicality, both of these teams, they like that, you know. So that's a good thing to see.
Corner three by Hawkins. You got it. Grab it out the bottom of the net. Hawkins for three.
Good shooter. I think he leads their team in three-point percentage this year, and he averages 10 a game. He's a great shooter.
Troopers a little miscommunication. They will turn it over. The Sioux will take back over.
Something we didn't really talk about too much was limiting turnovers. We know early on Garrison kind of had a turnover problem, and you'd like to see them, you know, stay away from the turnover bug here in this game.
Bailey touching the ball for the first time, over to Arts. Corner three, Hawkins, same spot. That one's a little too long, rebounded by Kahlberg.
It almost looks like Garrison's kind of in like a 1-3-1 with Little Hale up top. It's kind of a little bit of a zone here, so.
Looks like a shot clock issue. Hey fans, tonight's game is brought to you in part by the UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. It's open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturday, 8:30 to 3. The UPS store located in the Marketplace Food Plaza.
Looks like Roberts is checking in here. We got some of the juniors coming back, Seidler as well. So Garrison, you know, obviously for senior night there had the seniors start in the game. So now you got your true starting five back in the game here.
Little Hale Perkins with the ball. Cross court pass. Nice little screen by Roberts. Eigelhart, tough shot. Arts with some good defense there as the Sioux are looking to push it right away.
Yeah, you like to see Eigelhart, you know, just attack that quicker, go up with it right away.
Braden Bailey, tough layup. That one won't go. He's going to pick up the reach-in foul. Just got a little too aggressive there. That's one of those you kind of want to see your first shot at the game, obviously, go in. And he got right there. That's one he felt like he should have had, and ultimately just picked up a cheap foul that didn't really need to happen.
Yeah, but you know, you're pressing. You know, like you said, you want to see the ball go through the hoop first, so you just kind of get caught with a cheap one there.
Inside, Little Hale Perkins. What a feed by Eigelhart.
Yeah, Eigelhart just looked down court, and Little Hale's just standing right in the middle under the hoop, and he's just like, I'm wide open, throw me the ball, and finds him, and Westhope up one early.
Braden Bailey's acrobatic layup attempt won't fall. Eigelhart thought about it over to Gage Roberts, who was our Sports Clips player of the game in our game we called for them. Seidler's layup won't go. Looks like Will Arts lost the handle.
A nice cut there by Seidler. You know, that's if you can move it a little bit on Westhope's defense with when they press, you know, you're going to have open opportunities because, you know, Westhope, you get tired. It's basketball, right? You're playing so hard, you know, and you just got to keep moving it around.
Tolstead inside. His jumper won't go. Ball just bounces right back to him. Arts is going to drive. His layup won't go. Rebounded by Eigelhart.
A nice drive there by Arts. It looks like they're kind of rushing, but then they get the turnover here.
Dump off pass. Just a little off the mark. Arts with it, and he'll pull it back out. Braden Bailey, three-pointer. That one won't go. Another rebound by Eigelhart. Westhope just unable to knock down some outside shots here. Little Hale Perkins lost the dribble, didn't hustle back, but Glassman was right there for it. Braden Bailey, he's looking to drive as he will take the bump from Little Hale Perkins.
Coach Folk's a little upset there with that play there.
Taking a look at that ball movement on our Ryan Family Dealership replay, looking at Eigelhart finding Little Hale Perkins inside for two.
Like I said, he was just wide open down there as you saw in the replay, and you know they were able to find him. That's what they got to continue to do here.
Will Arts with the ball, looking to go inside to Tolstead. Not there. Good post defense by Gage Roberts. Still trying to work it inside. Cross court pass, corner 3. That one won't go. So we're going to get a loose ball foul. That one's going to be called on Hunter Tolstad. That three-pointer was off the mark by Rockland Beaudry, who checked into the game for the first time tonight.
Yeah, like we said, they're going to be getting extended minutes, and Beaudry's a guy that averages a point a game, so he hasn't seen too many minutes, so you're getting in early here in the first quarter.
He's going to pass up, open 3, over to Arts. Arts is going to get bumped. Westhope will inbound it down below.
Got the foul there on Eigelhart. That's his first of the night.
Beaudry back out to Arts. Gives it up to Hawkins. Dayton Hawkins looking to drive. Kicks back out to Arts.
I do like Westhope's jerseys. I've always been a fan of the black with the maroon and a little bit of the gold shining. Remember when we had black jerseys?
We didn't get to wear them.
We didn't get to wear them, but those were cool.
We ordered them.
We did order them.
Beaudry, corner 3, out the bottom of the net.
Rockland Beaudry stepping up here early. Knocks down a corner triple. They've got 2 corner 3s, so far. It looks like Garrison's kind of leaving that short corner kind of pushed out a little bit open, as Westhope's been able to get two nice triples out of that corner.
The Troopers able to break the press. It's Crawford inside. Looks like he lost the dribble, lost the handle on it, had to force something up in midair. Seward looking to come back the other way. Beaudry with the ball, corner to Hawkins. Troopers are not letting Braden Bailey get the basketball, especially at the top of the key.
Yeah, they're denying him, making him work here.
Hawkins inside, turnaround jumper. That one won't go. Loose ball. That one's going to be Trooper basketball. Love the hustle. Hey, fans, don't forget tonight's game is brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. There's no pizza like it. Call now, 701-852-1700. Serving the Magic City for over 25 years.
Looks like we got Anthony Belzer checking into the game for Garrison, along with Tiger Lee, the coach's son for Westhope here.
Crawford picked up his dribble, gives it to Belzer. Belzer over to the corner to Gage Roberts. Little 2-man game between Belzer and Roberts. Up to Little Hill Perkins. He'll pull it, hand in his face. Don't matter. Out the bottom of the net.
Nice shot there, kind of lulled him to sleep a little bit with the left-handed dribble. And, we've seen him, what he can do. He can straight up fill it up as he's got all 7 here early on for Garrison.
Braden Bailey lost the handle on his dribble. Art's able to come up with it. Gets Crawford to jump. Nice floater by Braden Bailey.
Kid is good. I enjoy watching him. First bucket of the night there for Bailey.
Little Hill Perkins gives it up to Roberts for 2. So Troopers come right back for the answer.
That's what you were saying in the key. Run, run, run. Get up and down. See these athletes in transition and see if they can get some more easy layups.
Lessman gives it up to Arts. Arts looking to go to work on Eigelhart. Belzer defending Lee. Lee to the corner. Lessman, his corner 3. Too strong, rebounded by Roberts. So that one's going to be poked out by Tolstead, and it will be Trooper basketball.
Looks like Seidler checking back in here for Garrison, giving Little Hill Perkins a quick breather. We also got Rockland Beaudry coming back in, giving Tolstead. So, as you see, Perkins go out of the game, so is Tolstead, so now it's real small ball. Arts, I believe, is probably the tallest player on the floor here.
It's a little careless with the basketball. Steal by Lessman. Lessman cross court. Beaudry, another 3. You got it.
You bet. Rockland Beaudry, 6 points here for the Sioux.
Eigelhart going down court. What a play. Eigelhart to Roberts to Seidler for the lay.
Nice play again, just a great out-of-bounds play again. Kind of looked like almost a football pass there, going down the field.
So we only got 7 seconds remaining in this opening quarter. Arts, Lee, he'll try his first 3 of the game. That one won't go, rebounded by Roberts. Eigelhart, full court heave. Into the stands.
Watch out.
We'll at least get one replay in. So much was going on that I didn't even get a chance to play any of our Ryan Family Dealership replays.
Look
here.
at that pass. And right on the money. Full court pass.
Playing like a QB1. End of quarter number 1 on our BNC National Bank scoreboard. Westhope Newburg Sioux 13, Garrison Troopers 11. We'll step aside and be back after this. Welcome back to the PSP Network here in Garrison, North Dakota, as we have the home team on the scoreboard, the Garrison Troopers, taking on the visitors, the Westhope Newburg Sioux. After quarter number 1, fast pace, no timeouts called in that first quarter, so didn't even get a chance to shout out our timeout sponsor, which is brought to you by First National Bank and Trust. Find them online at FIBT.com.
Looks like Crawford just kind of missed the layup, had a nice step through move there, and we'll see here what someone's got to pick up the ball there.
Arts 3 won't go, rebounded by Hawkins. Westhope has done a very good job of getting those loose balls, getting those second chance opportunities.
Looks like Bailey and Seidler kind of got hung up there together.
That three-pointer won't go by Crawford, rebounded by Arts. And he'll let the defense reset and walk it up cleanly. He rejects the stream from Tolstead, goes right down Main Street. That won't happen. As Beaudry able to come up with the strip on Little Hale Perkins.
And Beaudry's been playing very good so far for Westhope. I'm excited to see him. We didn't really get too much information on him, and he's playing great.
This is Tolstead with the nice move inside. So they're going to get a foul on Beaudry. We'll take a look at that one on our Ryan Family Dealership replay. Braden Bailey just gives it up to Hunter Tolstead right down Main Street.
I always liked that move, Caden. I love spinning back to my left hand. It just felt natural, and great move there by Tolstead.
If he would have kept going down Main Street anymore, he would have stopped at Ye Old Malt Shop.
Oh, that's a great establishment here in Garrison.
Little Hale Perkins lost the dribble off of his foot. Turnover, it will be Sioux basketball.
I should be doing a better job with stats. I wish I could try to keep track of turnovers and stuff a little bit better, because I'd like to see Garrison, like we said earlier, kind of clean that up. They've had a couple possessions here where they've just dribbled it off their foot, made a couple bad passes, but just got to keep it clean. Lessman,
that one won't go. Last touch by Roberts and the Troopers, and it will stay on this end of the court. Hey fans, don't forget, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Minot State. Minot State University grads get jobs, period. Minot State University, be seen, be heard, be you.
Eichelhart check back in there for Crawford, giving him a quick breather. Bailey.
That three-pointer is good by Braden Bailey.
Nice shot there out of the out-of-bounds play by Bailey. Got to see Little Hale continue to get, be involved with this game, Ooh.
Corner three by Roberts. He has the answer.
Great shot by Gage Roberts, just being shot ready, you catch it and get the shot up.
Braden Bailey with 5 straight points for the Sioux.
That was a quick pull up by Bailey.
Hawkins looking to drive, goes right into the chest of Eichelhart. Good defense, able to strip that one, and it will stay on this end of the court.
One thing people never say enough about, as you're going to replay here, I'll let you.
I just had to see it. Smooth crossover.
Great pull. One thing they never say about Bailey, though, he's fearless. He's strong. That kid is tough.
Especially only being 5'6", hard over height, any day of the week. As Hawkins goes 1 for 2 from our Serve Pro free throw line. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro.
Great block there by Tolstead.
Little Hale Perkins 3 won't go. Tolstead with the rebound. And Sioux are looking to push it. Hawkins gives it up to Arts, over to Bailey.
Tolstead averages 10 rebounds a game. He's probably got 4 here early on in this game, and kind of his fingerprints are getting all over it early on, which is exactly what we wanted to see from the big guy.
Hand off to Bailey. That one won't go. Good defense by Jed Heidbreder.
Look at the full court pressure, though, that he can put on. You know, he can stick with you. And I remember in practice when Coach Brock Tietz would make us get down in a stance, right? We'd be going full court, back and forth, getting in your defensive position. Bailey can do that the whole game. And, I mean, it's a nightmare to be a guard. I mean, you were a point guard. You know how that is when someone picks you up. You're exhausted.
It's Crawford going right to the paint. Good defense by Tolstead as he comes up limping a little bit. Looks like he is okay. Arts at the top of the key, gives it up to Bailey. He's looking to drive. Gives it off to Tolstead. Tolstead, a 3-ball off the front of the rim. Little Hill Perkins gives it up. He gets it back. Double team, thought he had a man open on the wing, and he throws that one away.
Back comes Eigelhart here, giving Jed Heidbreder a quick break. You know, on that last pass, again, like we said, just the turnovers, right? And, you know, Little Hale's expecting to see somebody open on that corner and, you know, just wasn't there. As we also get Tiger Lee subbing into the game for Trayton Lessman here for the Sioux.
That's just one of the facts of speeding up. He's getting sped up. He's trying to attack the game. That's not one of those instances where you let the game come to you. He's going to get called for the loose ball foul. Just got a little too aggressive there.
Yeah, he was going for the steal, as you kind of saw there, and it's one of those things where you love to see hustle when you dive on the floor, but you can't shove a guy in the back throwing after the loose ball. So
Bailey with the ball at the top of the key, gives it up to Arts. Arts, good play design. Hawkins thought he was going to have an open look for 3 there. Wasn't there. Lee looking to drive. Out to Hawkins. Over to Arts in the corner. He's defended by Little Hill Perkins. Hawkins, top of the key, 3, drilled it.
Well, we know what he can do. We've said it all night, and we've watched him for a long time now. He can shoot the ball. He's got a nice, sweet arch on that shot, and it just looks great.
It's Tolstead. He's going to get called for the blocking foul on the drive by Grady Crawford. Good charge attempt, but
standing in there like you. You were a charge master back in high school, and I think his feet were on the line there on the restricted arc area, so that's just a tough break there for Tolstead.
I wouldn't call it a charge master as much as just if you take a charge, you got a free Gatorade, and I mean, who doesn't want a free Gatorade?
No, you had one after every game, that's for sure.
As Crawford steps to the Serve Pro free throw line and knocks down his first of 2 attempts. Checking back into the game for the Sioux is number 1, Rockland Beaudry.
Yeah, they got to get. You got Tolstead with 2, Perkins with 2, and also Eigelhart with 2. So a couple of the studs here for both teams in a little bit of foul trouble here early.
The Troopers thought they were coming away with that offensive rebound. That one's tipped away. Sioux on the attack. Double team up top, over to Lee. Hawkins cutting. Good save by him. Kicks it back out to Lee. Arts with it. Troopers are getting all up in their grill. That one's a turnover by Bailey. Crawford looking to go. And he will lay it in for 2.
Nice move there. I kind of gave a nice ball fake there on the transition layup. I kind of like that move to get the defender Bailey off of him a little bit to free up some more space.
This Trooper defense has really amped up these last few possessions. They are running everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know what Coach Folk set up. Gave up the easy one, though. Got behind him.
Good pass by Lee as Beaudry is able to get another bucket to go.
And Beaudry up to 8 points here for the Sioux.
Sioux looking to go. Braden Bailey, he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws.
If that's on Eigelhart, I think that is his 3rd. Yes, it is indeed. That's a big foul there. They called a block, and Eigelhart was kind of saying, I was straight up, right? And they said he was moving, a little bit too much with Bailey there, and big foul there on Eigelhart.
Might have been straight up, but in that situation, with how low he was, if you're going to be in that arc or at least around it, it's one thing to be straight up, but you got to jump. Like, you can't be like slowly fading back, slowly stepping back. You got to stay put, and you either got to jump straight up or get out of that arc. So that one won't fall for Braden Bailey. His Troopers are looking to push it.
Garrison's going to have to figure it out here with Eigelhardt on the bench here for some extended minutes here.
Crawford with the ball, top of the wing, gives it up to Little Hill Perkins. Top of the key, triple, buried.
First bucket of the second quarter there by Perkins, and you know, he's also got 2 fouls, but he's there. Here's your score, right? He averages 24 points a night. You know, you got to get him rolling.
Braden Bailey puts the ball on the ground, and he's going to take another foul. Lessman checks back in for the Sioux. That foul was called on Grady Crawford. That will be his first personal, 4th team foul, so 1 away from the bonus here with 1:58 remaining in this second quarter.
Bailey's just being aggressive. You know, he's just getting inside, putting pressure on that defense by the Troopers.
With his speed, it's so tough to get up in his grill. As tough and one layup for Braden Bailey.
Check this one out on that.
Braden Bailey, the quickness and the control, gets it up and in for 2. So that foul is called on number 5 for the Troopers, Aiden Ferguson. Braden Bailey converts the old-fashioned 3-point play from our Serve Pro charity stripe. Tiger Lee back into the game for the Sioux. Ferguson with the ball, looking to attack, goes right at Arts for 2.
Nice move there by Ferguson, getting up quick.
Hey fans, don't forget tonight's game is brought to you by Dakota Square Arco, located west of Dakota Square Mall at 1520 24th Avenue Southwest, Minot. It's Hawkins with the ball in the corner. He'll dribble it up, try to give it up to Bailey, and they do just that. 75 seconds remain here in quarter number 2, where the Sioux lead the Troopers on our BNC National Bank scoreboard 30-22. So Troopers are able to come down with the rebound. Little Hill Perkins, ball top of the key, gives it up to Crawford. Crawford over to Seidler. He goes right at Arts. That one's gonna go for 2.
Yeah, I felt like I was just gonna say, I'm like, Garrison needs to get a bucket here, right?
Lee, 3, that one won't go, rebounded by Roberts.
Another bucket here would be huge for the Troopers going into halftime.
3-on-2 fast break. Braden Bailey tried to step in and take that one, but Ferguson coming off the bench here in this second quarter with 4 points.
Looks like Westhope's gonna maybe hold here for the last shot here as Garrison's kind of on a 6-0 run here. You know, you get Ferguson off the bench, and that's great to see going into halftime with some momentum here.
Grady Crawford's gonna pick Braden Bailey up, and they will do just that. Hold for the final shot. So we're gonna get our first timeout of the game called by the Sioux. Coach Anthony Lee wants to draw something up. Looks like Tolsted's gonna be checking back in. So we'll step aside on, you know what, it was only a 30, right? We're gonna stay on the air. We're gonna stay on the air here on the PSP network. As Anthony Lee called that timeout, once again, our timeout is brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. First International Bank and Trust is a full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on the bond between our employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Find them online at fibt.com. As Tiger Lee will inbound here with 14.2 seconds remaining in this second quarter, gives it up to Tolsted. Over to Hawkins, corner 3, Arts left wide open. His 3-pointer is good.
Kind of looking over at the crowd there too a little bit, Will Arts, nice shot.
Almost came away with the steal, gives it up, Seidler, to end the half. That one's a little too strong. Let's take a look at this one more time on the Ryan Family Dealership replay.
Great play by Lee to draw that up, Coach Lee.
Arts able to bury the triple, give them a 7-point lead heading into the half, where we will step aside right here on the PSP network.
This presentation on the PSP network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Welcome back to the PSP Network, where we have our halftime show. Sorry, I was just getting amused by everyone just sprinting out. Our halftime show brought to you by Magic Towing. Remember the number and call Magic Towing when you need a tow. No job too big or small. It's Magic Towing. Put this number in your phone now, 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing. Serving Western North Dakota. Name PSP Network when you need a tow and save $50. As we jump into our Magic Towing halftime show. And ultimately, we had a very good first half, kind of one we were expecting ultimately.
Yeah, excellent first half there by both teams. First for the Garrison Troopers, kind of just some stats here. We got a little bit of foul trouble. Trey Eigelhart, he has 3 fouls here. You know, you got to be smart coming out of halftime. But and then you got Little Hill Perkins also with 2 fouls. That's the foul trouble for the Troopers early on. Gage Roberts has chipped in 5. You got Ferguson off the bench with 4. Eigelhart is yet to score with the foul issues that he's been dealing with. Grady Crawford with 3. Brody Seidler with 4. And Little Hill Perkins with 10 for the Garrison Troopers with their 26 points. Then next, looking on to Westhope. Hunter Tolstead, 2 fouls, as we stated on earlier. Otherwise, there is no major foul issues looking for Westhope. They got 8 points off the bench for Rockland Beaudry. 8 points, big minutes. You got Will Arts with 3, made that big triple there at the end of the first half. Braden Bailey with 11. 9 from Dayton Hawkins, where he's got 2 triples in this game, and also 2 with that nice spinning left-hand layup that we had from Hunter Tolstead for 33 points by the Troopers. So again, 33-26. It was a great first half. I'd like to see Garrison continue to try to hold off the turnovers. You know, they've had some turnovers that have led Westhope to get easy shots, and when you're playing a team like Westhope, they live off of turnovers, man. I mean, that's what they're trying to do, but we'll see what's going to happen here in the second half with the foul trouble and see what Garrison can bring and also what Westhope's going to bring.
Westhope is a team, like you mentioned, they want to speed you up. There's a difference between being sped up and playing fast and under control.
A fine line.
There is a fine line, and right now, Troopers are just kind of getting out of control. They got to do a better job, like you mentioned, of limiting those turnovers, because you take away 4 turnovers, you get 2 shots up. Say you shoot 50%, there's 2 more points.
Yeah, and they've rebounded well. You know, the only thing that's really hurt Garrison early on in this game is just the turnover bug, right? And, you know, that they're rebounding well, you're playing aggressive, you're playing pretty much right with Westhope's style and doing what we wanted them to do, which is play fast, right? And they're doing that. It's just that you got to be under control, like you said. You got to minimize those turnovers, because that is what ultimately can win and lose you some basketball games, and we'll see if they can clean it up here. Justin Folk's squad, and we'll see what Anthony Lee's team's coming out at halftime with.
We'll step aside on our halftime show, brought to you by Magic Towing. When you need a tow, mention PSP and save $50. We'll step aside and be back after this for our second half.
Had your back, or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Little misclick there. We got her underway as we come back to our Magic Towing halftime show. We have the Troopers trailing at home by 7 versus the Westhope Newburg Sioux, who once again, like we mentioned in our pregame show, they are without Walker Broughton here tonight, and I mean, they are all stepping up. We said it in the beginning, next man up, and the Sioux are doing just that.
Yeah, you know, when you look at Walker Broughton, a kid that's injured here tonight with that ankle injury, just surpassed 1,000 rebounds in his career, and he's at 2,721 career points. You know, so he's top 5 in the state of North Dakota in all-time points, and losing that obviously is a huge piece. So credit to Westhope for coming out here and stepping up without him.
So we close up our Magic Towing halftime show, and we jump right back in to our game action here tonight. So Troopers looking to push it, come out of the break. 15 seconds in, draw a foul. Seidler will go to the Serve Pro charity stripe for 2 shots.
You know who we saw here tonight that got us pretty excited? We saw our old coach, Mark LaCroix, sitting in the shout out to him. You know, Coach LaCroix, he was here watching some good hoops tonight, and it was exciting to see him again, as he was our coach in high school for basketball, and great guy.
I remember glancing up when we were setting up all of our equipment before this, and I was like, no way. Not someone I was expecting to see.
Botno Brave legend, Mark LaCroix.
Starts with the ball, gives it up to Tolstead. Tolstead dribble handoff with Braden Bailey, who's defended by Crawford. Looks like Tolstead thought about posting up, thought about setting a screen. Bailey gives it up to Hawkins. Inside to Tolstead. Inside out action. Braden Bailey triple. It's like he's going to get fouled by Crawford, and he's going to go to the charity stripe for 3 shots. Hey fans, don't forget tonight's game is brought to you by Envision Cooperative. Envision Cooperative of Rugby, Towner, Mohall, Sherwood, and Wolford is here to help with your farming and home needs, from agronomy, equipment, energy, farm, and home to gas and snacks. Visit a store near you. Envision Cooperative, energy, agronomy, C-stores. We can do this together at Envision Cooperative.
Braden Bailey, 73% free throw shooter to the line. He's 1 for 2 so far. He's got 1 more coming, so you'd like to see him, you know, being a high percentage free throw shooter, knock these in.
Got it to go. And they are right up in it in their full court pressure. Eaglehart with it. Cross court pass, Little Hale Perkins. Cross court again. Crawford 3. Just rims in and out. Seidler able to come up with it. Little Hale Perkins defended by Hawkins at the top of the key. Crawford takes the screen. Ooh, fell right down on the ball.
Yeah, great drive though. You know, way to get inside, you know, and it looks like Garrison, you know, they're moving it side to side really good, and you want to see this attacking, right? Get to the free throw line. Do what Westhope kind of did to you, right? They were attacking you, get into the line, you get to the line.
As Grady Crawford goes to the Serve Pro charity stripe, misses that first one. 1:02 into this third quarter, and we already got 3 fouls.
Yeah, you got Braden Bailey there, picked up his second, so we got to kind of keep our eye on that here.
That second free throw won't go. Rebounded by Rockland Beaudry, who just checked into the game. And speaking of players we said kind of needed to step up or next man up, he had a great first half.
Yeah, eight points. He hit 2 triples early in the game in the first quarter there, and like to see him continue that here for the Sioux.
Hawkins going right to the block for 2.
Peyton Hawkins, every time I watch him last year, I was watching him play in the state tournament and at regionals and stuff, and he's a great shooter. He's fearless. He's a small guy on the court, right? But he plays hard, and it's good to see him.
Taking a look at that Hawkins bucket one more time. Just went right down the right side. Basic layup drill, and he's able to get it to go off the glass for 2.
Looks like Lessman coming back in here for the Sioux, giving Hawkins a breather here quick in the third quarter.
Westhope currently with a 10-point lead here on our BNC National Bank scoreboard with locations throughout ND, Minnesota, and AZ. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Braden Bailey is able to come away with that loose ball.
Yeah, it looks like Eichelhart kind of drove in there, and I don't know if it got tipped or what, but it kind of came off the backboard kind of hard there, and just a hard rebound to try to secure.
Arts with the ball, had that big-time 3 to close out that first half.
Good try there for the steal.
Arts, speaking of which, wing 3, that one won't go. Lessman soaring in there trying to get that rebound. Eichelhart able to come up with it. Perkins in transition. Little Hill Perkins can't get it to go, sticking with it. Pad the stats a little bit and get it to go.
I thought that could have been an and 1 there, a foul, kind of low. It looks like he kind of bodied him, and that's what they called earlier on, but refs are letting them play a little bit here.
Braden Bailey inside. Good post spin move by the 5'6" senior. Crawford triple team there for a second by the Sioux. Top of the key 3. Seidler won't go. Rebounded by Tolstead. Beaudry looked to get out and run right away. He's going to get the tough layup to go.
And a hard fall there. Good to see him bounce back up as he kind of got undercut a little bit there, and great find there going full court.
Tolstead touching the ground. Perkins right to the ground, or right to the cup for 2.
Yeah, made him kind of slip there on the court, and Perkins an easy 2.
He made someone else do that up in Hazen in that first game we called.
I remember that, yeah.
That was more off of a dribble move, though.
Well, when you got the Kobe, I don't know my shoes anymore, all that great, but when you got the
reverse Grinches?
Yeah, the reverse Grinch on, I believe they are, with the green laces and the red Kobe shoes, pretty cool.
Taking a look at that, another full court pass by Eichelhart, one-handed. Little Hill Perkins gets it to go.
I love the Ryan Family Dealership replay that we got that. I think it's so cool to be able to go back and look at those plays when we capture them. I think that's just really cool stuff to see.
Little Hill Perkins, corner 3. Tough move by the senior.
Great step back there by Perkins, giving some life here to the Troopers. Got to get this crowd back into it.
Hawkins trying to put an end to that one real quick, and he does just that. Dayton Hawkins with a 3-point bucket of his own.
He's a 47% three-point shooter on the year, just great shooter.
Eichelhart up the court to Little Hill Perkins, down to Gage Roberts for 2. See, just right there, we just picked up about 8 replays that I wish we could just show all of them right now. We'll settle with this last one. Troopers get the 2-point to go, trail by 8. We'll step aside on the PSP network.
People living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
Welcome back to the PSP Network. Hey fans, don't forget tonight's game is brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today at 222-2155 to make sure your furnace is performing at the top of its game. Hawkins lead, deep three, he got it.
First triple of the game there for Lee's, attempted 3 of them, so 1 for 3 there. Nice shot. That was a deep one though, so good to see that fall in there.
Eichelhart airmailed that pass a little bit. Looks like Belzer will check back in. Taking a look at that Ryan Family Dealership replay. Tiger Lee just getting the ball on the wing. Just buries it. Nothing but net.
A great shot there. Quick trigger, ready to go.
11-point lead for the visiting Sioux. Hawkins, corner 3. Good play setup. Tolstedt set a good flare screen for Hawkins, just unable to knock it down, but that was a really good look and ultimately a look you want Hawkins taking whenever he can get that opportunity. Little Hill Perkins, his 3-pointer, that one won't go. Good rebound by Tolstedt as Braden Bailey's looking to push it. In transition, pull up 3, just around the rim.
I kind of like that pull up though, right? You know, you're up 11 here, you know, try to extend that lead open with a couple triples.
Belzer gives it up to Little Hill Perkins. Rejects the screen from Eichelhart. Crawford with it to the corner. Belzer, his 3-pointer. That one's good, and he's showing some emotion.
It's good to see there. Big shot. You know, you gotta trim this lead away here quick. You know, you're coming down to the end of the third quarter. It's got to be now for the Troopers.
Lee, cross-court pass. Art, his corner 3. That one's good.
Seems like every time that Garrison's getting a little momentum, an answer right back by the Sioux.
Belzer, can he go back-to-back? That one just rims out Crawford. Good rebound. Little Hill Perkins looking to put it on the ground. He's going to get the floater to go.
Great move there by Perkins to attack the rim instead of settling for the 3 there. You know, just getting inside. A 9-point game, like I was saying the last possession. You know, you got 2 minutes left here. It's got to be now for the Troopers.
Gage Roberts inside. Good defense. Looks like he hip-checked him just a little bit. Tolstedt will go to the Serve Pro charity stripe. The Troopers doing a good job of grabbing second chance opportunities, kicking it out. Little Hill Perkins goes right to the rack.
Great move.
Tolstedt, that first shot is off back iron. It's like Seidler's going to check back in. Crawford's going to get a breather.
You know, I was instructed by you there at a break that we had a fellow All-Stater in the gym, one of our great friends, Trevor Jacobs.
Yep. Saw him walking up at halftime. He was a bucket getter.
A bucket getter.
Still is.
Still is.
Just not on me.
Great guy.
Great guy. It's Eichelhart up court to Roberts as that one just went out of bounds, slipped right through Roberts' hands. Hey fans, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. So we got a 10-point game here at Garrison High School in Garrison, North Dakota.
Had Hawkins sub back in here for the Sioux.
Tolstedt, good footwork down low, just can't get it to go, sticking with it. Tips it out of bounds.
Great move there by Tolstedt. You know, you left it a little short. It's tough, but you know you love to see those post opportunities because good things generally come when you're down low there. Looks like we also got Grady Crawford back in for the Troopers here, going forward for the last minute 30. The clock is not running though. There we go.
Got a few extra seconds here for this third quarter. Inside. Little Hill Perkins, fadeaway jumper over Lessman. That one won't go. Look at Gage Roberts battling down low. Reasons like that is Little Hill Perkins' 3 is good. I was going to say, reasons like that is why he was our player of the game just a couple weeks ago out in Hazen. So we're going to get a push off on Braden Bailey, excuse me.
It's his third foul. He's going to be, he's going to sit down. I think Anthony Lee is he's on a knee here. You know, if you can see Coach Lee, and he's just like, oh, we're going to call that offensive foul. You know, he's just like, come on, guys, let's go.
Eichelhart, double team coming behind.
There's
so
the foul.
We're going to get a foul called. Sioux were looking to come trap in that corner. Taking a look at that Little Hill Perkins three-point shot one more time.
He's got 2 triples here in the third quarter.
So Eichelhart's first free throw is up and in from the Surf Pro free throw line.
It's his first bucket of the night here by Trey Eichelhart. So, you know, now the 3 fouls going into the fourth quarter here coming up. I mean, anything goes. You know, you play. Maybe you pull them here and try to get them out of the game for the last minute, not to pick up one for the fourth. But if you don't, it's free game here going into the fourth quarter.
Braden Bailey returns. 60 seconds remaining. I thought he was going to be on the bench for the rest of this quarter, but on offense, I mean, why not? Best ball handler on your team is he's going right to the cup for 2. That's why you put him back in the game.
That's exactly right. Coach Lee's like, well, we got an offensive possession. Let's just hope that he doesn't pick up a foul here, but we're gonna get 2 more points here going into the quarter.
Little Hill Perkins defended by Bailey. He'll rise up right over top of him. That one rolls around the rim. Rebounded by Seidler. That one's gonna go up. Looks like it did hit the shot clock.
Great rebound there down low, and they were all telling him to go up, and I think he's like, you guys, I got 2 people are holding on to the basketball. I can't go up. I'm trying to dish it out here, and you know, he went up with it, and unfortunately hit the shot clock, went out of bounds here.
Shot clock is turned off here. See if Westhope holds for that final shot once again. Last time they were in this situation, Arts was able to knock down the wing triple to send us into the break. See if they try and go back to that play.
I love Coach Lee on the end of the bench here, kind of called out the play and sat down.
Braden Bailey looking to drive.
There it is.
They're going to pick up a foul.
Trooper Faithfuls aren't too happy with that call, but I think that was the right one. It looks like he kind of got held a little bit when he was going up there as they get the foul on Seidler.
Off the inbound, right down low. Braden Bailey will have his shot blocked. Eichelhart looking to push it. Little Hill Perkins at the buzzer. That one won't go. As we have a 7-point lead, the way we ended that first half, we're going to end the third quarter. Take a look at this tough Braden Bailey bucket one more time on our Ryan Family Dealership replay. We'll step aside and be back for the final 8 minutes here tonight.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
Of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Welcome back to the PSP Network, where we have the Troopers trailing the Sioux by 7. Like I mentioned, going into that quarter break, same way we ended the first half. Both teams going back and forth, and Crawford will start the scoring here in this fourth quarter.
Big shot here. We're gonna see what Garrison is. Oh, how did that go in?
Braden Bailey.
I mean, on a made basket. You know, he's coming full steam here. If you got this replay here, look at this.
Braden Bailey just going straight to the cup, takes the contact, and gets it to go.
Yeah, and that's on an out of bound, on a made basket. You got to hustle back if you're Garrison there, especially when you're trying to trim into this lead.
Braden Bailey gets his second three-point play to go here tonight. Yeah, like you said, they got to hustle back, especially after a made bucket. I mean, they were all celebrating that three, which it was a huge shot. Great way to start that fourth quarter, but you got to get back and get a stop. Got to keep the momentum on your side.
Yeah, we're going to see what Garrison's made of here. This is a big game here at the end.
Little help, Perkins.
It's kind of willing him a little bit. He's got 25 points right now in this game. He's kind of willing Garrison to stay right in it. They're down 4 here.
Seidler on Hawkins. Oh, and he's gonna bump him. Let's go back and take a look at that. Little Hill Perkins 3 right there. Good defense by Tolstead, but Little Hill Perkins just able to rise up over the defender and knock it in.
Yeah, you still got Eigelhart with 3 there. You got Crawford with 3 for the Troopers. Free throws good by Hawkins. Hit Perkins with 2, Bailey with 3 for the Sioux. So the foul trouble is okay here going forward here the last about 7 minutes of this fourth quarter.
Eigelhart gives it up to Crawford.
Westhope tonight's had about 4 and 1 opportunities also from just attacking the rim and getting fouled.
Little Hill Perkins gives it up to Crawford. Crawford one more. Seidler thought about the 3. He'll put it on the deck. Loses the dribble. Back to Little Hill Perkins. 6 on the shot clock. He's going to force it, but deep one to end this one. Little Hill. Perkins for 3.
Big shot there. Shot clock winding down. The fans love it. Like I said, he's willing them. Down 4 here. Got to get a stop for the Troopers.
Little Hill Perkins almost picked up that reach-in foul there. It's Braden Bailey with the ball, defended by Crawford. Little Hill comes away with the steal. In transition, he'll lay it up and in with the left hand for 2. As we have a 2-point ball game and the Troopers are right back in it. Arts 3 won't go. Rebounded by Eigelhart. Big opportunity for the Troopers to either tie or take the lead here with 5:45 to go in this fourth quarter.
Coach Folk is drawing up a play here, see if they can get a good offensive set here and tie this game or take the lead. Looks like you're going to find the hot hand. The bench loves it for the Troopers. You're down 2 here, 5:30.
Taking a look at Little Hill Perkins coming away with that steal. Then in transition, Tolstead, good hustle. Little Hill Perkins able to.
He is smooth, isn't he, though? He's just kind of, it's his pace on offense. I love watching him play.
And in that first half, he would, like we said, he was kind of sped up, a little out of control. Roberts' corner 3 won't go. Crawford battling for that extra chance. Like we said, though, he was a little sped up, not really playing at his pace, but now here in this second half especially, he's let the game come to him. Roberts, his second three-pointer from the same spot is good as the Troopers take a 1-point lead here in this fourth quarter. Taking a look at that one again on our Ryan Family Dealership replay. Trey Eigelhart, another one-handed pass cross court as Gage Roberts is able to knock it down. Full timeout on the court. We'll step aside and take 30. As we return on the PSP network, where we have the home team on the scoreboard, the Garrison Troopers leading the visitors, the Westhope Newburg Sioux, 62-59 on our BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC National Bank, find us online at bnc.bank. Senior night, and the Troopers came storming back here to take the lead.
Yeah, fourth quarter, you have 3 triples made here by the Troopers, and Westhope's got 5 points here in the quarter, so you want to see what they can continue to do.
Arts inside. kicks it back out to Beaudry. Arts looking to drive on Little Hill. Perkins inside. Good pass to Tolstead, and he's going to get the and one.
Again, like we were saying, and you know, I don't know how crazy this is, but this is their third and one if they make the free throw of the quarter.
Look at that beautiful wraparound pass just outside the stretched arms of Little Hill. Perkins and Tolstead able to come up with it and put it in and retake the lead as the Sioux go up 2.
And you know, not any knock here on Garrison. Obviously, they've been in some big games, right? Coach Folk, they've seen a lot of stuff here this year. But, you know, without Broughton playing right now, you want to see what Westhope's going to do here to close out a game because he's the ultimate closer, right? And he's on the bench. So we'll see what Westhope can also do here without him.
See, and that's big, too, because late game situations, you never know who might be in foul trouble. You never know who might not be on the court. Seidler, that one won't go. Rebounded by Tolstead.
Big rebound there by Hunter Tolstead also. I mean, kind of got elbowed a little bit going up and then just comes back. I mean, great defensive play there by the Sioux.
Hawkins been kind of quiet here in this second half. Beaudry gives it up to Arts. Arts kept the pivot foot.
Yes, he
out
did.
to Bailey.
He did.
Bailey defended by Crawford. Spin move.
Ooh.
Good defense. Tipped. Tolstead. One thing to say about Tolstead is he will never give up on a play.
He will not. He will not. Tolstead he's a worker. It looks like we got Ferguson checking back into the game here for the Troopers. You know, we're under 4 minutes. Pressure cooker time, as TD would always say when I listen to him, and this is clutch time here for the Sioux and the Troopers here.
Egelhart with it, gives it up cross court to Crawford. Crawford looking to drive. He's
Nice
going to go
move.
right to the paint. He's going to get a blocking foul, and he's going to go to the Serve Pro charity stripe.
Looks like they picked it up on, who is that, Hawkins there getting one? Yeah, it's his first foul. Good move there by Crawford. You know, they just want to see here. It's clutch time, right? It's going to be a possession game. You're going to be going back and forth right now. Defense is obviously going to end up helping you win this game, so it's going to be who can get the stops and who's going to make the buckets here as we go forward.
A little halfway through this fourth quarter. Team foul is sitting at 3-2. Garrison with 3. The Sioux with 2. As that second free throw won't fall, so the Sioux still have the lead.
Looks like Tolstead kind of got hit on the head there by Roberts with his elbow on that as they were battling on the block.
It's the crowd looking for a travel there. Art's looking to drive. It's Egelhart in the air. Hawkins out to Arts. Arts is going to slow it down a little bit. 10 remain on the shot clock. Trying to go inside to Braden Bailey.
Got a defend here. I don't know why they must have said Little Hale had possession there, because I was wondering why the shot clock kind of did reset to give them another 35.
Hawkins trying to come up through that elevator screen. Just looks like he got tripped.
Yeah. Well, Westhope does a good job of this. You know, they'll move it and then they set these high ball screens in a little kind of reversal. Good move.
Down low. Hunter Tolstead for the bucket.
Big move there. You know, that was a 45-second defensive possession.
Egelhart coming away with the steal, gets laid out by his own teammate.
Oh, that one's tough. That's a tough break for the Troopers, I think, as Egelhart did get hit by his teammate and he passed it to him as he was falling.
He did give it up.
He did.
That ball was not still in his hands.
Coach Folk is very animated, and it looks like smart timeout here by Coach Lee, though. You know, kind of just calm it down because 2:40 left in this game. You're up 3. That's a controversial call, but you know, now let's see if you can draw something up here.
Egelhart got smoked on that. Slowly getting up, thought football season was over as he looked over at his state championship banner from 2022. When's the new one coming up? We'll step aside and be back after this short break.
had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
We are back on the PSP network following that timeout by head coach Anthony Lee.
That's an over the back. He caught it in the front court and dropped it back. Tough break.
Tolstead inside, kicks it out to Arts. Braden Bailey, his three-pointer, he thought about it. He's looking to drive.
Oh, wow.
How he gets those to go, I will never know.
Yeah, I'm with Coach Folk, though, on that. You know, that's two plays there that are big misses that can really help your team.
I go hard. His three-pointer is good.
Big shot. Down 2 minutes. It's crunch time.
Eigelhart, not a player known for his scoring. He does all the dirty work that the Troopers need. And he's a huge part of their success, but he's knocking down the big triple here with under 2 to play in this fourth quarter. Braden Bailey is looking to drive it, and he's going to get fouled. Let's take a look at that Eigelhart triple one more time. Top of the key. He wasn't looking to shoot right away. He couldn't believe how wide open he was.
Yeah.
Thought about it. Straight away. Drills it.
Great pull. Good awareness, you know, to just be like, hey, I'm gonna get the shot up here and see what happens. Got a nice post up by Tolstead, but they didn't want to throw it in there. Kind of on Roberts down low. He had a good opportunity.
One thing I've noticed with this Westhope team is they want to get the ball inside to Hunter Tolstead. They do. But they want to milk this shot clock. If they're not getting it in transition, they want to milk some time.
There's the touch.
Polstead, baseline pass cross to Hawkins. Hawkins blocked by Perkins.
Got to shoot it.
That one's going to smoke the shot clock.
Great defensive effort there by the Troopers. As Coach Folk, you know, you're looking at your play sheet here on the sideline, and minute 17, you're down 2 to number 3 in the state of North Dakota with a chance to knock them off here in your home gym. See if you can draw. I'd love to see Little Hill Perkins coming off for a triple. See if he gets double teamed, make the extra pass, find the open guy, and see if you can knock one in. There's the timeout.
Timeout by Coach Folk. 30-second timeout. We'll step aside here on the PSP network.
Take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
As we return to the PSP network, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Call now 701-852-1700. As we return from that timeout, we're going to see what Coach Folk tried to draw up as Eigelhart tried to thread the needle there, throwing it into Little Hill Perkins.
I like the play call, though. I saw what he was doing. He was trying to get kind of a back pick for Perkins, but they're kind of sending 2 defenders to him, which is what I would do also if I was Coach Lee, is you do not let Little Hill get an open shot here.
They're going cross court to Seidler. Seidler defended by Bailey. That layup won't go. Eigelhart sticking with it. Wow. Perkins, his layup attempt won't go.
Eigelhart got hit and took a hard fall, but like you said, he's a football player, right? He's a battler, he's a grinder. Here's your defensive possession here.
So we got 38 seconds remain, 17-second difference between shot and game clock. Troopers need to stop. Give the ball to Braden Bailey. Braden Bailey lost his footing a little bit. We're going to get a timeout called by Coach Lee. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a short break here on the PSP network and be right back after this.
Wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
On the PSP network and our BNC National Bank scoreboard, the Westhope Newburg Sioux currently up 66 over the home team, the Garrison Troopers 64. 25.6 seconds remain here in this fourth quarter. 8 seconds remain on the shot clock. See what Coach Lee draws up.
Yeah, got 8 seconds. This is what I would say, when we watch a lot of NBA, right, I would say that this is kind of the ball game, right? It's either a make or break possession for Westhope. You get a bucket here, you go up 2 possessions, or get a stop, and it's anybody's game.
Into Tolstead. Nobody sticks with Tolstead. Cross court, wing, 3. Arts won't go. Rebounded by Perkins. 15 seconds remain. Crawford with the ball in the corner. Tries to give it to Eigelhart. He gets it. Smart timeout by Coach Justin Folk. That was a smart timeout by Justin Folk. I mean, things were getting a little out of hand there. And finally, after throwing the ball around a little bit, Eigelhart finally able to corral it. Good timeout by Justin Folk, settling his guys down. 9.4 seconds left here in this one. Honestly, if I'm Coach Folk, I'm not drawing up anything for the final shot. You want to get a bucket. You want to have that opportunity for that missed shot. Say, miss layup, you get a putback opportunity. Miss 3, long rebound. You want that second chance look. I'm looking to score quick as possible. You want that other opportunity, or if Westhope were to corral a rebound, be able to foul, play the foul game. So that's what I'm looking to do if I'm Coach Justin Folk here. As both teams return from their timeouts, we will see what Folk drew up for the Troopers. As they called the timeout at the top of the key, it looks like Eigelhart will inbound just below the bleachers here. Gives it up to Crawford. Crawford fakes the screen from Little Hale. Braden Bailey's going to pick up the foul. Smart foul by the Sioux. I mean, still not in the bonus yet. That was their 4th foul, so one more and the Troopers will head to the free throw line for the double bonus. Still one thing I have yet to come into terms with after having the single bonus with the fouls resetting. Inside to Roberts. Roberts looks like he lost his dribble on it. Loose ball. Braden Bailey's going to come up with it, and that one's going to be fouled by Seidler. Excuse me. That one was Lessman. Trayton Lessman was able to come up with that one, the 5'7" senior. Right away was tasked with the big matchup of guarding Little Hale Perkins for the Troopers early on, but kind of went away from that. And once he kind of went away from that, he was chasing Little Hale Perkins around for a majority of that first quarter, ultimately making him have that difficulty on offense. 30-second timeout called by the Troopers. We will step aside on the PSP network and be back after this. Following that big missed free throw by Trayton Lessman, the Troopers have a chance. Lessman looking to drain the second one. Looks like he stepped over the line trying to throw it off the rim, get the own rebound to try and get that clock to expire. But the Troopers are going to have another shot. Coach Lee did not look happy with that outcome. Coach Lee is going to take a full timeout. We'll stay on the air here on the PSP network, where the number 3 team in the state, the Westhope Newburg Sioux, coming on the road and in a dogfight with the Garrison Troopers, who are without, as we mentioned throughout the course of the game, their leading scorer, their all-stater in Walker Broughton. And like I mentioned not too long ago, earlier this quarter, this is big for the Westhope Newburg Sioux. Kind of trying to see, because you never know what type of game you're going to have. Someone might get into foul trouble. So seeing this and being battle tested like this is huge. Having all these extra guys step up, like in our keys to the game, it was always next man up. And the Sioux tonight have done just that. Getting contributions from just about everybody. Rockland Beaudry, Will Arts knocking down some big shots. Braden Bailey, like we mentioned, taking on that scoring role. See what the Troopers draw up with 1.3 seconds left. Eigelhart looking to go full court. Little Hill Perkins at the buzzer. That one's gonna fall just short. And the Sioux come on the road and survive a tough one against the Troopers to close out regular season play for the two teams. That was a good game all the way through. Can't be mad. If you're the Troopers put up one heck of a fight. They battled back. I mean, being down 7 at the half, being down 7 at the end of the third quarter, they came storming back and ultimately were able to come away with a big-time win. As we got Mr. Vetter sprinting down to talk to our winning head coach, Mr. Eric Lee, and he will get player of the game for us. As Eric Lee, once again in his 9th season, 26-2 last year, the Westhope Newburg Sioux moved to 16-2 on the season. And just a big-time win, battle-tested, as we will send it down to Mr. Vetter, who has our winning head coach.
Thanks, guys. Got Coach Anthony Lee here. What a game there. Senior night for Garrison. They came to play. You guys are a man short. How does that feel, though, to have other people step up tonight?
Oh, awesome. These guys we bring in have a lot of faith in them, and they, like him tonight, he proved that he can get the job done. A big moment for him. Proud of him.
Yeah, going into districts, regionals, coming up, it's going to be a battle. Stuff like this tests you, though, right? You guys are the defending champs. Everybody's coming after you. How are you guys going to prepare here going forward in districts and regionals to get ready to have everybody's best fight?
Yeah, I mean, it's a day at a time. Try to get better every day, prepare for our next opponent now, and hopefully we're healthy in a week.
Thanks, Coach. Good win. Rockland, got you tonight. Great game, man. You stepped up. I think I got you for 10 points. I mean, Walker goes out tonight, Broughton, and how does it feel to get minutes in a big game like this and step up for your team?
I mean, we all knew we had to step up, every single one of us. It just happened to me to hit the couple of shots that went in, and I stepped up in the big moments, and so did the rest of our team.
Yeah, and you showed some passion early on, right? You hit some shots. It feels good, right? And to obviously be on the winning end and a great crowd here on hand, how are you guys going to use this motivation going forward as your team goes into districts and regionals?
I mean, we know we can beat anybody, but our district is the toughest district in the state, I feel, and anybody can beat us at the same time. So it's going to be a tough battle, and this is going to be great motivation knowing we won without Walker.
Yeah, and I mean, we all know how great he is, right? And but you never know. You guys might run into a game where he could be in foul trouble. Yeah. Braden Bailey could be in foul trouble. Having you guys step up, and tonight it proves that Westhope not only is a one-man show, you guys have a great team, and that's great to see you guys, and best of luck going forward. Thank you.
Thanks, Anthony. Thank you, Coach Lee and Rockland Beaudry, for sticking around to talk to us. We'll step aside here on the PSP network as we will take a short break and jump into our post-game show. We will be back after this.
Nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany? square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here. Hit all, 7, pressure, poise, yeah. It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
See? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
As we return for our post-game show, first time manning the controls for me, so little shaky for that post-game. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this, guys. You don't see it all. Cut me a break. It's my first time. As we jump into our post-game show, brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Whether you are looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you to work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com and Shots Crossroads, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. As you look at the scoreboard there, the Sioux, number 3 team in the state, battle-tested here tonight on the road as they get a 2-point victory over the home team Troopers on their senior night.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a battle when you're a man short without the superpowers, if you want to say, of Walker Broughton. But a great win by Westhope as senior night game. You know Garrison's going to give you your best run, as you kind of heard there. And, I mean, excellent game by Westhope going into districts. That's a good game that you can build off of. And tip of the cap to Garrison for battling back in this game. You know, they were down about 10, 11 points there and had a great fourth quarter, scored 20 points in the fourth quarter to lose here by 2 points, but a great game by Garrison and Westhope overall.
Yeah, the Troopers definitely battled back as
you kind of look over here at some of the stats that we got. So, you know, Gage Roberts, he averages 9. He finished with 10. Anthony Belzer off the bench had 3. You had Trey Eigelhart, who we were really getting pretty amped up about. You know, he only scores 5. He scored 5 points tonight, averages 10, but he does all the dirty work, right? He had a big 3 there. He works hard on both ends for the Troopers. Grady Crawford with 7, and Little Hill Perkins led the Troopers tonight with scoring with 30. And then going over to the Westhope Newburg Sioux, they were led tonight with 20 points by Braden Bailey, so he was right at his average for the season. Then had Dayton Hawkins with 16, and our MVP Rockland Beaudry with 10 big points. He had 6 in the first quarter. That set the tone for the Sioux coming into tonight's game, proving that, you know, they have a bench that's ready to play and ready at any moment. Then you had 6 by Will Arts, 3 by Tiger Lee, and 8 by the big fella Hunter Tolstead for the 66 total points for the Westhope Newburg Sioux, who come out victorious tonight.
Definitely a big battle-tested road win, and I mean, we can't reiterate that enough. We cannot have being down your overall best player and everybody steps up. Braden Bailey did his thing. You know what you're going to get from him. You're going to get a leader. You're going to get a ball handler. He's going to make those acrobatic, tough layups that I still don't know how he did. And he had like 3 of them.
Yeah, tonight I'm just looking down here at the stat line. He had 11 points in the first half and, you know, finished with 20, so he had 9 in the second. But fourth quarter, he has an and 1 layup to get him started. In the third quarter, he got fouled on a 3. You know, he was at the free throw line tonight 8 times. Went 5 for 8 from the free throw line. So just a great game by Bailey, you know, being the leader of this team when you're down Walker Broughton. And it'll be exciting to see what Westhope brings going into district and, you know, hopefully into regionals, as this is a great game for them going forward, being down Broughton again. And we cannot say that enough, how a great game Westhope played tonight.
We'll go ahead and jump into our Spas Etc. move of the game here tonight after a big-time 3 by Crawford to get that fourth quarter going. Braden Bailey just gets it. No one picks him up. He is going coast to coast to make one of those tough acrobatic layups like we mentioned.
Yeah, and like you said earlier with these acrobatic layups that he makes, we were talking about this on air. This was off of a made three, as you see. Garrison's getting back, and Bailey just pushes down the floor, beats you down, and guess what? You get a 3-point play possibility, and it's just one of those things. He does the little things for a team that, as a coach, you're blessed to have a kid of Braden Bailey's caliber on your basketball team.
Spas Etc. move of the game. Spas Etc. is a family-owned business with over 22 years of experience providing top-notch spa, hot tub, sauna, and tanning bed sales and installation services. We also offer an extensive selection of billiard tables and gazebos to the Bismarck ND area. Since our establishment in 2001, we have been committed to delivering exceptional customer service and building lasting relationships with our valued customers. As we go ahead and take a look once again this week on the PSP schedule, you see some of the games we got there. Then also jumping into our postseason stuff that we got on the PSP network. There we go. Once again, this is your only way to watch these 10 tournaments from the comfort of your living room, from the comfort of your couch. Make sure to jump on in, grab that Premier Pass for all 10 tournaments, $54.99 to watch every game, all 10. But don't wait now. Deal ends this coming Sunday. We'll go ahead and jump right into our Sports Clips player of the game. Wrong button.
And drop it.
We'll go back.
Fix it
I thought that was totally just like a graphic. I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't know that was an ad. My apologies. Post-game player of the game, as you saw, Mr. Vetter, he was able to interview him down there. It is number 1, Rockland Beaudry, who stepped up the 5'10 junior, and he had a big game coming away with 10 points for the Sioux. Sports Clips player of the game, once again, Rockland Beaudry. Sports Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sports Clips is the home to the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sports Clips. Tonight's Sports Clips game MVP, once again, Rockland Beaudry. We'll go ahead and wrap up this planning team financials and shots crossroads post-game show. Once again, planning team financial advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom, and shots crossroads. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. As we wrap up this PSP network stream live from Garrison, North Dakota, where we had the number 3 team, the Westhope Newburg Sioux, come away with a big 2-point victory over the home team, the Garrison Troopers. We got Todd Domries on camera, Anthony Vetter calling alongside me, and I am Caden Sheen, and thank you for watching the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany? Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here. Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah. It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.